All right, let's look at how to concatenate add to a string. This is always handy, just a little development hack here. And a couple of different ways we can do it. So I'm going to declare two strings, and one of my strings is going to be blank, and the other string is going to have a couple of letters in it. So we're going to play around with the blank string first. So you'll notice I select from that blank string first, and there's nothing, right? The output is empty. Okay, but I can actually add to that string, and I add this is new, and then I select it, and we see, oh look, this is new has been added to that string. And that's one of the ways, by the way, in which you can add to this string is the plus equals operator. If you're more of a fan of like Saxon math and what I like, which is show your work, then you can do the next method, which is you'll see that I add it by having the string and then adding a new piece of the string. And so you see this is new, so is this, right? So we add to that. And then, of course, finally, we can add a string variable to another string variable. So we've added to, of course, the so is this. I'm sorry, this is new, and so is this. So now we want to add the whoa, and you'll see that in the very bottom we add the con string plus the add me to, and then we select from that. So this can be very handy, especially when you do anything that is dynamic, which generally we recommend against, of course, but there are times that it does come up, and you may want to add. A really great example of that is you're looping through, let's say, table columns, and you want to output the columns in a certain way, like each of the columns are separated by commas, I'm sorry. And so that's one example of where that may come up if you're using TSQL. It can be a very handy. What you'll do is you'll declare an empty string, and then you'll start adding to it as it goes through the information scheme. This is just an example. So there's some really handy things that you can do with this, especially when it comes to some of the administration tasks. And it's just useful to know that there are different ways. Also, if you ever troubleshoot something and you see someone do that, keep in mind that there are a couple of ways in which people can concatenate to strings.